Alrighty, yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzone TV here, aka Agent Lord 33. I am back tonight with your Monday Night Raw review and results for March 11, 2019. The show just ended a little bit ago, and now we're on the first Monday Night Raw after Fastlane, which is the first official. We're now about 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from WrestleMania. All right. A lot happened on tonight's show. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot happened, all right, but important stuff happened as we're finally getting into the major build, and we're starting to see some of the matches that are gonna take place. You know, and we're starting to see who's going to be going up against who. There was some stuff I was very unhappy with tonight, which we'll get into in just a little bit. Um, but first off, what do we want to talk about first? Should we talk about Ronda Rousey? I think that's where we should start. Ronda Rousey, all right. You guys, after last week, we saw Ronda Rousey turn heel in a way, and basically all throughout the week, I didn't cover it, but all throughout the week on social media, she's been ranting about the crowd. She's been ranting about the WWE universe. She's been ranting about all these other things. You know, and it's very crazy, but Ronda Rousey as a heel these last couple weeks has been absolutely phenomenal. All right, phenomenal. It kind of tells me why didn't they just turn Ronda Rousey heel when she first came to WWE? The night after the Royal Rumble last year. All right, she's been absolutely great these last 2 weeks. On the mic, she's been great. The way that she doesn't give a crap. And her attitude and just everything about her. She just shows so much confidence. And before, it seemed like with a babyface, she was struggling. But, it was hard because all she had to do was smile all the time. But now it seems like it's more about her just not giving, not giving a crap about anything that happens. She doesn't give a crap about the WWE universe, doesn't give a crap about the people backstage, doesn't give a crap about Becky Lynch and Charlotte, obviously. And it's great to see. I have no idea why Dana Brooke, of all people, they sent Dana Brooke out there, and I have the segment up right here on my phone. So we're gonna take a listen to her promo, and we're also gonna take a look at what Dana Brooke said, which was kind of cringe, but we're gonna listen to it either way. So this is Ronda Rousey. Let me see. They just uploaded it. Yeah, here it goes. Wait a minute. Hold up, pause. All right, let me see. I just saw the clip, so it should be here. Here we go. So this is Ronda Rousey explaining her actions from last week.
You think I give a damn about what any of you bandwagon think? You think I was going to forget people all chanting you deserve it after I've been beaten with a stick?
Yep. I remember Survivor Series when Charlotte beat Ronda Rousey with a stick in the middle of that ring. And remember, in LA, Ronda Rousey's hometown, she was booed out the arena. They were chanting, "You deserve it." And we all thought that was basically the start of Ronda Rousey's turn. She stayed face for all those months after, but we could already see, the seeds being planted right then and there. The look on Ronda Rousey's face after she got up, after Charlotte Flair had beaten her with a stick, man, it was like a look of disgust. Ronda Rousey has held that all in for all these months, and now she's unleashing her wrath to everybody in her path, and it's so great to see.
No wonder Becky's your hero. She's the hero you deserve. She's a coward, just like all of you. Every single one of you booing me, you would cower in front of me if you couldn't hide in a crowd behind the safety of a barrier.
Oh my
But
God.
for Charlotte and Becky, there is no barrier. This may be your church, but there is no sanctuary for you here.
Ooh,
I've come to desecrate
I like that.
your place
This
of
may
worship.
be your church, but there's no sanctuary for you here. So there's no savior coming to save you come WrestleMania. I love that line.
I'm going to embarrass and humiliate both Charlotte and Becky on the grandest stage of them all. That's why I got Charlotte disqualified last night. I need to make 100% sure I can embarrass, I can expose Charlotte and Becky and the WWE as the carny con artists they always have been. I'm walking through Becky, and I'm walking through Charlotte, and I'm walking out of WrestleMania, still Raw Women's Champion.
I love it. I love it. The intensity. This is the Ronda Rousey we want.
WWE has my permission to make this into a handicap match.
Oh.
Me against the two of them. I'd be embarrassed if I even broke a sweat.
Oh my
Becky
God.
is a joke. Charlotte is a joke. And anyone who believes in this whole charade is a joke.
I love it. She said I'll face them both in a handicap match and I won't break a sweat. Yo, I love what they're doing with Ronda Rousey right now. But afterwards, Dana Brooke comes out and I'm sitting there. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Why in the world is Dana Brooke, who's been in catering for months, one of the worst wrestlers in the company, why is she coming out?
I'm not gonna let you disrespect the WWE universe. And I'm not gonna let you disrespect the women's locker room.
Almost botched it. She was like, the women's.
I might not be some big time fighter.
No,
But
clearly.
I love WWE. I love this business. I've worked my tail off to be here. To earn the respect of the women's locker room.
I don't think you have the respect.
That I
Okay.
belong here.
And Ronda Rousey's giving like this half pity look in the ring.
Each week on Raw, I fight for a chance. And I don't even get the time of day, let alone a match.
Yeah, because you suck.
So, I might not be on TV.
Clearly, there's a reason for that.
And I'm not a household name like you.
Yeah, most of us don't know what your name is and why you're on a television
All
screen.
I want is just a chance.
A chance to prove how much you suck. You've already done that on numerous occasions. Let's go look back at your botches.
Right after a pay-per-view.
But this was kind of cool, yeah. This was kind of
An
cool.
open challenge.
Ronda does usually issue an open challenge the night after a pay-per-view.
My name is Dana Brooke.
Oh, God.
And I accept.
Well, Ronda did issue the challenge.
Dana.
Ronda, she just kicks Dana in the gut and just unloads on her. Absolutely. And then, you know, but the WWE officials come out. They try to pull Ronda Rousey away. Ronda said something. As the officials are trying to get her away from Dana Brooke, she said something. I missed it, but... Ronda says pay $60, then I'll show you an armbar. I don't know what that means because, you know, there's already people in the, you know, the stadium, in the arena that pay way more than $60 just to sit there. You know what I mean? But so I don't know. Maybe she was talking to somebody in the crowd. I don't know. All right. But then one of the officials tries to almost grab her away, and Ronda just decks the guy right in the face. Ronda grabs her title and her jacket, and she leaves. Great segment, you know. Well, the Ronda Rousey part, the Dana Brooke was cringe, you know. But either way, it was a good segment. Ronda Rousey's heel turn, I'm loving it. You know, even though I think this is only probably going to be till Mania because Ronda's probably going to leave after Mania unless, you know, something else happens. You know, even though she is still signed, but there's rumors saying Ronda's going to go, you know, start her family or whatever she wants to do. But overall, right now, you know, I like what they're doing. I still think if Ronda leaves, when she comes back, she'll probably be back to being a babyface. I don't know. But I'm loving this Ronda Rousey right now. Absolutely loving it. And we'll see how it goes. I don't believe there was any Charlotte, anything like that tonight. No Charlotte, no Becky. Which I'm kind of happy because I'm getting tired of seeing them on Raw and SmackDown each week. But it is what it is. The Shield kicked off Raw tonight. You know, it was advertised that the Shield were gonna have their final address. You know, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose to come out, and Reigns wastes no time saying that if last night was the end of the Shield, he has no regrets. You know, Reigns hyped up Rollins and Brock Lesnar's match at Mania, and the WWE Universe is chanting "Slay the Beast." Roman Reigns saying the WWE Universe took the words out his mouth, and at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins will defeat Brock Lesnar. You know, then we see all three do one final Shield fist bump. Roman and Dean, they exit the ring, and Rollins is watching. And before Ron says anything, we see Paul Heyman comes out. Paul Heyman does his normal little stick, you know what I mean? And you know, Heyman points out that Rollins has struggled, or Lesnar, or no, my bad. Paul Heyman mentions that Lesnar in the past has struggled with wrestlers that are smaller than him. You know, examples like Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Daniel Bryan. Those three superstars have given Brock Lesnar some of his best matches ever on the main roster. All right, AJ Styles at Survivor Series, Finn Balor recently at Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan at Survivor Series last year. These have been some of Brock Lesnar's best matches. Um, some of his best matches on the main roster, and I expect more of the same with Seth Rollins. Remember Royal Rumble 2016, that triple threat with Cena, Rollins, and Lesnar? I expect, something on that level at Mania. Hopefully, if, we get the Brock Lesnar that cares. Either way, as Paul Heyman is talking, there comes a video package that shows the dominance of Lesnar. I don't like this because we know how dominant Brock Lesnar is. We've seen it 1,000 times. Like, it was unnecessary, really, to put another video package. But whatever. And basically, Paul Heyman finishes by saying, since the Royal Rumble, Lesnar has thought about all the things that he's going to do to Rollins at Mania. And then Shelton Benjamin comes out. I low-key forgot that Shelton Benjamin still had a job in WWE. He's never used. Right? He was on SmackDown Live. Remember when he was in a tag team with Chad Gable? And I believe he turned on Chad Gable, but now it looks like he's on Raw. Shelton Benjamin, he would be a really good competitor in the mid-card division. I could definitely see him, competing there with Finn Balor and other superstars over the IC title. Maybe that's where they're going to go. I don't know. People, just go back and watch Shelton Benjamin back in the day. The fact that WWE is not using this man is, pretty pathetic in my eyes. But it was good to see Shelton Benjamin. He attacked Seth Rollins. Then when we come back, we have Seth Rollins versus Shelton Benjamin. All right. Shelton Benjamin was doing some Brock Lesnar type stuff in this match. He was doing German suplexes. This was not a bad match. All right. It was a good TV match. The way the match ended, Seth Rollins hit the stop. Paul Heyman was on commentary, and he announced that Brock Lesnar will be live on Raw next week. So we'll have to wait and see what Brock Lesnar has planned. I'm not expecting much because it's probably going to be the usual Lesnar stands in the ring while Paul Heyman gives a promo, and we'll probably see some kind of brawl between Rollins and Lesnar. All right, so Rollins wins with the stop, and that's how the show starts. Next up, we had the Intercontinental Championship match, and this I have a lot of issues with. We had Finn Balor versus Bobby Trashley. This was a rematch, I guess, from the Elimination Chamber. The way this match, I didn't care about this match at all because I don't give a damn about Bobby Trashley. We know how uncharismatic he is. I expected Finn Balor to win because he just won the championship like a month ago. And I don't see what's the point. We all thought Finn Balor winning the Intercontinental Championship was them setting up a big-time match for Balor at Mania, maybe potentially like a ladder match against somebody. But it looks like plans have changed. All right, Bobby Lashley won this match, which makes absolutely zero sense to me. All right. Bobby just lost along with Corbin and McIntyre last night at Fastlane against the Shield. And then the next night he gets a Intercontinental Championship victory. Like, what's up with that? If you were going to keep Bobby Lashley as the Intercontinental Champion, or if you wanted Lashley to be champion, why? What was the point of having Finn win the championship at Fastlane? Why? Was it because Finn Balor had a great match against Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, and that was a reward? Hey, we're gonna have you be the mid card champion on Raw for a couple weeks, or was it because people kept complaining that Balor had not won a championship in over 2.5 years since SummerSlam 2016 when he had to give up the Universal Championship the night after SummerSlam? Like, what are we doing here? Right? WWE finally had an Intercontinental Champion that we could be proud of. Somebody that would defend the title and we would actually care about. All right? We don't give a damn about Bobby Lashley as the Intercontinental Champion. Are you telling me that at WrestleMania you're going to give us Lashley versus Finn Balor again? If you give us that match, that's pre-show. I'm just saying that. That is pre-show. Right? I wouldn't pay to sit in that arena and watch on the main card. The main card has enough stuff on it as is. I really thought they were gonna set up Finn Balor with a serious match. I don't know who, maybe somebody like a returning Sami Zayn or KO or somebody, a heel worth noting that we actually care about. What's the point? The way this match ended, Leo Rush is on the outside. He's ringing the bell over and over to distract Finn Balor. The referee lets Finn Balor know that the match is not over to ignore what Leo Rush is doing. And Leo then grabs Finn's Intercontinental Championship belt. And then Finn goes after Leo. Finn catches Leo, hits him with a kick. And then he tries to do a move off the top rope. But he runs into a spear out of midair from Lashley. 1, 2, 3. Lashley regains the championship. I don't care about Lashley's Intercontinental Champion. I know most of you guys will agree with me on that. I have no idea what they're trying to do for Mania. But Lashley as champion going to Mania is absolutely terrible. Terrible. No one doesn't care about Lashley being the Intercontinental Champion going to Mania. No one. He should be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, not defending the Intercontinental Championship, in my opinion. Absolutely disgusting. Next up, we already talked about Ronda Rousey. So we had Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. This was actually, a good TV tag team match. But at the end of the day, Black and Ricochet win with the Black Mask. And basically, as Black and Ricochet and then rocking up the ramp after the match, they get attacked from behind by Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. So most likely, this is probably going to lead to a Raw Tag Team title match between the Revival and Ricochet and Black at Mania, unless they do the match before that. At the end of the day, I'm not complaining about Ricochet and Black being champions. They still, if they're going to do, but if you're going to have to be tag team champions, especially if you're going to have to win at Mania, can we get them a team name? Can we get them some ring gear? Can we get them a tag team entrance? To be honest, Black and Ricochet, I hate to say this, versus the Revival, that also spells pre-show all over it. I don't see Dash and the Revival going up against Ricochet and Black. As good a match that would be, all right, I see WWE's probably going to put that on the pre-show, most likely. There's way too much on this card. I just don't think WWE's going to have the room to put that match on the main card. But we'll have to wait and see. All right. Next up, the WrestleMania 35 host is announced. All right, and the host for this year's WrestleMania will be Alexa Bliss. At the end of the day, I don't really care. At the end of the day, I don't see why they're doing this. I had Alexa Bliss being my dark horse winner to win the Women's Battle Royal just because. But it looks like she won't be competing at the match because she'll be busy with WrestleMania host duties. I don't know what they have planned for her. We know we've had, The Rock in the past. We've had the New Day. We've had et cetera, et cetera. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. The only thing I'm happy about is that Alexa Bliss will not be holding a championship going into WrestleMania. That's the only good thing about this, in my opinion. I don't really mind her being the host because at the end of the day, I just don't really care. Next up, we had Elias returning home. All right. So Elias was in the center of the ring, ready to greet his hometown of Pittsburgh with another of one of his serenades. The drifter cracked on the city, saying everyone from Pittsburgh is an enormous waste of life. He then made the Antonio Brown joke, which we all knew was coming, saying that his personality advised the all world receiver to get out of town. So basically, he's saying that Pittsburgh, is so bad that it forced Antonio Brown to leave as quickly as he wanted. Then No Way Jose comes out, and No Way Jose has a new look. He has like this green hair dye, and then basically this would lead to Elias, basically beating the crap out of No Way Jose. So we'll probably see this match on Raw next week. I don't give a damn. I don't care about Elias versus freaking what's his name? Elias versus No Way Jose. Next up, excuse me, we had Natalya versus Nia Jax. Before the match, Natalya comes out and she announces that it's good that she has her best friend watching her back. She used to think it was Ronda Rousey, but clearly she didn't know Ronda Rousey as well as she thought she did. And basically, Beth Phoenix comes out to be in her corner. Right as the match begins, the match doesn't even get underway. All we see is Beth Phoenix immediately attack Nia Jax. This was in result of what happened last night after at Fastlane after the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Basically, what happened is after Beth Phoenix and Natalya stood tall, Nia and Tamina, they retreat. Well, right after we see them go backstage, and what happens is we see Sasha Banks and Bayley, the tag team champions, they beat the crap, or they don't beat the crap. They get in a huge brawl. In that little room you go in right before you make your entrance out into the live arena. Basically, we see Sasha and Bayley get into a huge brawl with Nia and Tamina. Basically, this was a result of what happened last night. Because if you guys didn't see Fastlane, right after Sasha and Bayley retained the tag team championship, they were attacked by Nia and Tamina right after the match. I don't. I'm hoping that if they're gonna do this, they gotta do this before Mania. I can't. I can't watch Sasha and Bayley go in the Mania defend these titles against Nia and Tamina. I'm sorry, I can't. They deserve so much better. They deserve a legit contention. Nia and Tamina are garbage. I don't know how many times I have to say it. They are garbage. They suck. They don't deserve jack shit at Mania. Nothing. They should be on unemployment. So please, WWE, if you want to do this, please do the match next week or whatever, and then get some real contenders for Sasha and Bayley. I don't care if it's from NXT. I don't care if it's the Bella Twins coming back for one more match, even though I believe there was reports today that Brie Bella is officially retired. I don't know. Get somebody. Get Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I don't really care. Just somebody else, legit contenders. People that we'll actually care about. Not people that can't wrestle. That anything. Fastlane should have told you the full story on these two. They suck. They suck. All right? It's Sasha and Bayley, the best women's wrestler in the world in Sasha Banks. If she can't bring Nia and Tamina into having a good match, then I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know why did we still going with this feud, because none of us care about it. None of us care about it. But, we'll see. Let's just pray that, this is not going to happen at Mania. Next up, we had Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle comes out and he addresses his future. Basically, Kurt Angle, the whole point of this is he's going to be having his farewell match at WrestleMania. He'll be having his final match at WrestleMania. I don't really mind because this will be his final match. Kurt Angle, at the end of the day, let's be serious. He is one of the all-time greats. All right, one of the all-time performers. And Moose was here. Moose would go on and on about how, in his opinion, Kurt Angle is the best wrestler of all time. All right, but at the end of the day, Kurt Angle, he's been back in WWE for about 2 years now, a little over 2 years now. and he's wrestled a lot in the last year. And the guy, the only thing he could really do at his age is basically suplexes, an angle slam, and an ankle lock. That's about it. His body's worn down. He's not the same Kurt Angle from the Attitude Era, all right? But he will be having his farewell match. You know, a lot. There was a time where it was going to be Kurt Angle versus his son Jason Jordan, but yeah, speaking of Moose texting me, but Kurt Angle, I don't know who he's gonna face at the end of the day. I don't care. It's probably gonna be, if I'm willing to bet, it'll probably be like Elias or something like that. But we'll figure it out. But all respect to Kurt Angle, man. It's good that he could have his retire. He's gonna have one more WrestleMania moment at Mania. Good for him. Next up, we had Drew McIntyre attacking Roman Reigns. All right. Drew McIntyre attacked Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns announced early in the night, that he would be having his first one-on-one match in more than 5 months after he came back after his battle with leukemia and all that. And basically, it was supposed to be against Baron Corbin, but before the match could even get started, he got attacked brutally by Drew McIntyre, and basically he absolutely pummeled Drew absolutely pummeled Reigns on the outside and delivered a nasty looking Claymore kick that sent Roman falling to the floor. Basically, right after the match, we see Seth Rollins come out and helps Roman to the back. We also then see Roman, Dean, and Seth all go into the trainer's room. And basically, what happens is Dean then goes straight to Triple H, who was walking down the hallway, and he demands for a fall count anywhere match against Drew McIntyre for the main event, which Triple H gladly accepts. Which would be our main event tonight. I didn't really watch the match, to be honest. I heard it was decent, but all I know is Drew McIntyre won with a Claymore click off the top of the stage. Also, one more thing that we didn't talk about before we leave, we had the Triple H versus Batista segment. All right. This was the first time we've seen Batista live in front of the live audience in I don't know how long, but this was advertised as face to face. But I had a feeling it wasn't going to be face to face. Triple H came out in the ring. He had his jacket, he had his t-shirt and jeans, and then we see Batista come out in a nice suit. But he's not alone. He comes out with his own band of security. All right. This kind of reminded you guys remember in 2010 on the road to WrestleMania 26 when John Cena was going up against Batista. Batista did the same thing. At that time, Batista was WWE champion. This is, pretty funny. I was surprised. It makes sense for Batista's character, especially since he is, this, this Hollywood heel guy. I have the segment loaded right here, so let's look at it before we get out of here. Batista got a huge pop for the crowd. I always love hearing Batista's theme song, one of my favorite things of all time.
The thing that is so disgusting about what Batista did to Ric Flair a couple of weeks ago is the fact that Flair, in many ways, was a mentor to this man. They were tag team champions together. Batista, much of his career and his career path can be given to the mentorship of Ric Flair.
And here comes security.
Batista rolling deep tonight. Investment.
You just gonna stand up there looking like a nose ring model, or you gonna come to the ring like I asked you to and face me like a man? The biggest mistake, always underestimating me. See, we're gonna do this on my terms.
Classic Batista.
I'm in control here, and you're gonna give me what I want. You know what it is? Give me what I want. I'm not gonna give you a damn thing, Dave. Why should I? How many times have you quit this company? How many times have you quit and walked away, Dave? And I'm supposed to hand you stuff? You're entitled. Why? Because you're a big Hollywood movie star now? Do you come here and demand whatever you want? I'm not giving you anything. So I guess that leads me to the next option. Since you're too big of a coward to walk down here and face me like a man, then we'll do it my way. I'll step out of this ring. I'll walk up that ramp. I will tear my way through the Guardians of the Independence scene or whatever they are.
So basically, if you didn't understand that reference, reason why he said the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Guardians of the Independence scene, it was basically a joke to, if you guys know, Dave Bautista, he's most known for playing Drax in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, being a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that was a really funny joke there.
And I will beat your on that stage. No, we are not doing this your way. You know why I quit? Because I wanted to get as far away from you as I could. Always holding me down, talking down to me, looking down on me, shutting me out. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing now. You know what I want. I've been asking for it for years. You're going to give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. I'm not giving you a damn thing, Dave. I am not giving you a damn thing except the beating you deserve. Now be a man, get in this ring, face me like a man. It's killing you. Look at you. Get in this ring. I know you. I see it. It's killing you. It's tearing you apart. You want to hurt me so bad, you can't stand it. But you won't give it to me because you're not in control. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I am going to give you the beating you deserve, Dave, and nothing more. No. That's not what I want. I want you at WrestleMania. Give it to me. You want me at Mania? Is that what this is about? You beating up a 70-year-old man. You are hiding behind securities. This is what you've become because you want me at WrestleMania? Is that what you want? Give it to me. Give me what I want. You want me at WrestleMania? Give me what I want. You're on.
I love that. The intensity, the emotion, you can see it. Oh, I miss Batista, man. Batista, one of the most electrifying, I love the intensity of Batista. Triple H, we talked about last week. Triple H is great when it comes to his promo work. And I miss that intensity that Batista brings when he's out there, man. But you can feel it, how he's demanding, saying, give me what I want. All this. Loving it, loving it, loving it.
To end my career on my terms. And that one last match to end your career on my terms. You had better find whatever little.
So Batista's saying right here, and I right now I feel like it's gonna be Batista winning. And I know, I'm torn, and we'll see because we still have a couple weeks till Mania, but I'm torn on this because on one side you have Triple H. He is the babyface, all right. But Triple H has been in how many Mania matches at this point, all right? I believe over 20, right? I believe over 20 Manias now for Triple H. This might be his 20th Mania. I would have to go and check. But Triple H has a bad habit. He's lost a lot of his Mania matches, So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I don't know, because he lost to Rollins at Mania 33. He lost to Ronda and Kurt Angle at 34. He lost to Reigns at 32. The last Mania he won was 4 years ago against Sting at 31. He lost to Bryan at 30. He beat Lesnar at 29. 28, he lost to Taker. 27, he lost to Taker. 26, he beat Sheamus. 25, he beat Orton. 24, he lost to Orton and Cena. That's as far as I can think. But you can see he's lost a lot of Manias in his career. And that's maybe only half the Manias he's been in. All right. So part of me is thinking Triple H is due for a Mania win, and this could be Triple H's last Mania. He is getting close to 50 at this point, and you can see it in what Batista said. Batista's saying, "If this is the last match of my career, I'm going out on my terms. I'm not only going to end my career, but I'm going to end yours as well." All right, and I knew this whole time this was gonna be put into a no holds barred because the bad blood that's between these two. You knew that was gonna lead to this kind of match at Mania. All right, this could be the last Mania for both men. It's definitely gonna it's more likely the last Mania for Batista, but we're not sure about Triple H. So that is yet to be determined.
No scrap is left of the animal to end your career on my terms. You had better find whatever little scrap is left of the animal, and you better hope there's some. Because when we get to Mania, it might be on your terms, but the match will be on mine. Bring everything you have, because there will be no rules, no restrictions to what I do, no law. There will be no holds barred.
No holds barred is in Triple H's real house. How many matches, especially at Mania, how many no holds barred matches has Triple H had? He's had many. All right, he had one against Lesnar. He's had many against Undertaker at Mania. He had one against Rollins just a couple years ago. But it was a great segment either way. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. As I've said in weeks past, I think Batista's going to win this. All right. I think it's most likely it's the right way to go, to be honest. All right. You're not going to bring Batista back to lose, especially since part of this. There's going to have there's going to be a lot of eyes on Batista going into this because Mania is about April 5th. And, we know that Avengers Endgame, the biggest movie of the year, releases just a couple weeks afterwards. So I think it's more likely that Batista wins this as of right now. But I also feel Triple H is due for a Mania win. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We still got a couple weeks to go. But yeah, that's about it. That's everything that covered on Raw. The best parts of the show, easily Ronda Rousey's promo. I loving heel Ronda Rousey right now. She's doing phenomenal work. And also the Batista Triple H segment was really good. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The rest of Raw was, pretty boring as usual. Hopefully SmackDown Live tomorrow night is better. Hopefully we start getting some clarity. Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at Mania. Please keep your fingers crossed. But we'll have to wait and see. All right, that's about all I got for you guys today. Also, remember, if you guys haven't checked the Fastlane review from last night, I had a special guest on the review. So if you guys go check that out, if you guys haven't yet. Also, I hope we can see you guys tomorrow night for a SmackDown Live review. Go check out the rest of the content on the channel. We have a lot going on, especially as we enter. The links are in the description down below. Other than that, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Enable notifications by clicking the bell right next to my name, Facebook TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. We'll be back to our normal setup hopefully tomorrow. I had to record it at a different place because of other things, but thank you guys for coming through. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully, God willing. Have a great night, everyone. Peace.